Howdy YouTube. Been many years since I've made a YouTube video, but I noticed nobody had made a video yet, or not one that's specifically explaining if you have one of these old 200Xs or any Honda 200 three-wheeler that was chain driven, if them motors you see on Amazon and eBay for about $500 $600 were bolt up. But this is for that explanation, just in case anyone was wondering if I couldn't find a video on it. Now, obviously, if you bought the same motor I bought, this motor has electric start, and it no longer has a kickstart, which was the fatal flaws of these 200Xs due to the fact that the 200X motor was designed off the Honda 200R dirt bike motors, and they changed the kickstart design, which ended up being a very common issue to break, and there's no more parts for that kickstart, so you're kind of just up a creek without a paddle if it breaks on you. So for reference, for anyone trying to put one of these on their dirt or their three-wheeler, carburetor all bolts up the same as factory. Is studded now, which it was studded on the original, but the original used 6mm studs. This uses 8mm studs, which is a little bit fatter. And it's also a tad bit wider right here at this flange, but you can wire the coupler bolt holes just a hair and it'll actually bolt up. The factory clutch cable is too long, or they don't give you enough distance between the bracket and the actual clutch lever, or not the same as the original 200X motor. So you'll have to come up with a solution for that. Another problem you will have, the dipstick is right here, which puts it pretty much, let me show you. Doesn't make it impossible, but you do have to kind of fight it. So that's it's a problem, but it's a minor problem. So it does have a sight glass, so once you fill it up with oil, you're good to go. It's just filling it up is kind of a pain. Now, some people were talking on the internet about having to modify. You do, in fact, have to modify. You see here is where it comes down to protect the train bolt, and on your factory three-wheeler frame, there's this bar in the way. I would recommend making a support to bring back the rigidity of the frame of the three-wheeler. I have not made yet one, but all your bolt holes, this bolt lines up. That bolt down there for your bottom mount lines up. It's just a tad bit wider on the motor side, but you can make it work. Your top mount will bolt up. Your front mount bolts up. Pretty much everything else though is, I mean, you got to get you a harness to make that work, unless you're just a genius with wiring. But else than that, it bolts right up. So for anyone trying to do a swap like I'm doing, it will bolt right into your factory Honda 200 frame. But if that's all you're here for, there's your answer. If you remember, I used to make YouTube videos years ago. A lot has changed. I might make some more later. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another one.